What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna give you an update on the latest news surrounding our club, Manchester United, as you know. So the first news that I have to go over is the Palace game that went on last night. And yes, we did lose 2-1 to Palace, but I'm not trying to make excuses, but it was a lot of youngsters given a chance to play in the first team. Yes, they should have done a lot better with the performance, etc. I know, but I have to give a lot of credit to Palace for how they played. Their endeavour to work hard and to chase after every single ball made it hard for us. But we didn't help in our own cause by playing a bit too static and a bit stale. I thought there was no movement up front, especially. And I'll go on to individual performance in a minute as how it didn't live up to what I expected from a performance of against, you have to admit, inferior opposition. But again, like I said, take nothing away from Palace. So the team that started was Ben Amos in goal, Raphael at right back, Smalling and Johnny Evans in centre defence, with Johnny Evans the captain on his 100th cap. Fabio left back, Valencia right wing, Gibson and Ji-sung Park centre midfield, Makeda on left, Mambaram Juve and Dimitar Berbatov up front. I thought that the back five did very well until especially Chris Smalling, who had a tremendous game, didn't put a foot wrong, I have to say. Really putting out there his reputation and enhancing it, and will push in again for the first team place when he does come back to the fold, which is tomorrow, Saturday, against Aston Villa. So he'll challenge either Rio or Phil Jones's place in the starting lineup. Raphael and Fabio had a mixed game. Raphael, his first game back for a long time, did quite well with his forward run, but you can't expect too much from his first game back. Like I say, his fitness and it's not bad, but you need a bit of game time to gain your match fit sharpness, I have to say. But his brother had a torrid first 15 minutes against Wilfred Zaha, who was brilliant on the night, but again Fabio got the better of him later in the stages before Fabio went off. And then but Fabio, again, like his brother, had some magnificent runs forward, but I get some little question were asked by Zaha. And in the midfield, Valencia played well, was going to be our match winner, no doubt, but great save from their keeper of 9 when he broke through. Gibson and Ji-sung Park did, I wouldn't say a marvellous job or even a great job. I mean, it's just a decent job, lacked creativity in there, but they retained possession quite well. I know it's against a championship team, but they should have done a lot better. But again, Gibson was injured. I know he should have had a move to Sunderland in the summer, but didn't come off, and we have to deal with him. Didn't play that well. He had a few long shots, which is his forte, but it was blocked a couple times. But yeah, that was area department which I was hoping that Paul Pogba or even Ravel Morrison would have been starting last night. But Gibson, Ji-sung Park did an okay job holding the ball up, retain possession now and again, but nothing creative that would scare people. On the left, we had Makeda, who scored a goal for us in the 69th minute, even though on penalty, but he did earn it after a pull from Paddy McCarthy. Did okay generally, but he needs to get a bit stronger, maybe send him out on to loan to a Premier League club to remember what happened to Danny Welbeck, guys. Went to Sunderland and came back a man. I mean, his physically is phenomenal. He's a physical specimen now. Not a lot of defenders can cope with his power, and maybe that's what Makeda needs to do. Go out, get a bit of experience, and build up his strength in the process, playing week in, week out. Juve who had a terrible game, I have to say. He sometimes swapped Makeda in on the left hand side, but didn't offer a lot on the night. Was pretty weak in places. Didn't hold the ball up well, and when he did have a chance, fluffed his lines. I don't know what to say about his performance last night. I mean, it was just atrocious to say the least. So I don't know what Fergie's going to do with him. Next up was Berbatov, who similarly had an awful game. Didn't offer a lot up front, really. Didn't even have one shot before he was substituted at halftime for Raul Morrison. So for the sub, Fries, again, excellent in defence. I don't think we need a left back to replace him. Replace Patrice Evra, because we've got an excellent one on our hands. Raul Morrison showed class of touch, or touches of class, with nice little back heels, but again, kind of at times struggle with the physicality of Palace. Then Pogba came in for Raphael, did okay, nearly scored actually, with a 25-yard volley, but very unlucky not to score that. Overall, his performance okay, but nothing outstanding. And as you know, like their goal was by Darren Ambrose on the 65th minute was tremendous. I have to say, that will be the understatement of the year, I have to say. I mean, 35 yards out, it flew off his foot like a bullet into the top corner. There was nothing Ben Amos can do. He didn't even get near it. It's just a great goal. You can't deny him or Palace that. And you just have to hold your head up and just say, well done. And then we did get back on the 69th minute. Like I said, Makeda scored his penalty that he earned. And then in extra time, Glenn Murray again scored a header from Dan Ambrose's great delivery. But I have to say, if it had to be a bit pinicky, then I would have said that maybe Johnny Evans should have dealt a bit more rather than leaving it, because from 6 yards out, any touch would result in a goal, and it showed right there. So maybe that would be my only criticism, that maybe Johnny Evans should have dealt with it before it had gone to that stage. So overall, disappointed about the result. I'm sure everyone is, but remember, that is the Carling Cup. I know you want to win every trophy, but maybe this perhaps is a reminder that we need to step our game up. And by the look of our squad, maybe it's a good thing that we don't have to compete in 4 different cups to stretch our limits even more, because Rafael and Fabio went off both with injuries again. So maybe it's done us a world of good not to compete for all 4 and rather concentrate on maybe 3 or 2 of the main ones, like the Premier League and the Champions League. But like I said at the beginning, can't fault Palace. They fought for each other. Stunning goal to get them started, and they just grew in confidence. And yeah, bad result, but take nothing away from Palace.